Cool. So, hello again, everyone. And we're going to get started with our Ruby Monday, and we're going to continue building out our Ruby Connect 4. So, I saw some interesting stuff on the GitHub tickets. Let me post the link first in case we want to follow along. Let me grab that, and then we'll get going. So, Jesus, I wasn't able to make it last week, but you were here. So, do you
Yes.
mind kind of just giving us a catch-up of what went on and what to look for today?
Okay. So we merge a pull request, I think.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't have very good memory for these things.
You want to just open up the repo and see the.
Yeah. I'm looking at it.
You could share your screen if you want.
Okay.
And Jocelyn, I don't know if you have the repo link yet, but I posted it. So if you want to just take a peek.
Yeah, thank you. I'm
So,
taking a look now.
yeah. So we were talking about the interface
Oh,
for
okay.
the API for the Sinatra app.
Okay.
So I remember I did a small API with 3 methods, and I'm trying to find that. And this is this file right here. So I proposed this API with 3 endpoints, one for new game, and then one for joining a game that has already been started by another player. And then we have another endpoint for making a move.
Okay.
So we were talking about the game ID. So when you start a new game, you get a game ID. And with this game ID, you can tell another player this game ID so he can join your game and play with you. And you also use this game ID to make moves. Okay? Does that make sense?
Right. So then on the make moves, all you're really choosing is the column, right?
Yes, that's right.
So I think the only thing I thought it was kind of interesting is visualizing the columns. Now, I think I was visualizing them the way we had originally organized them, which makes it easy to visualize in the terminal, but not so much to interpret it in code. But let's see. Let me share. I don't know, Jocelyn, have you been? Do you know what we're building out? Let me just start there. That way, Ashley's been on the other calls, but I know you haven't, so I don't want to just run through things if you don't know what we're even talking about.
Yeah, I think right now I understand that you guys are building a Connect 4 type game, and this is, Jesus said that this was like the API part of it, right?
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so sorry about that. I was trying to talk and drink at the same time. It doesn't work too well.
Yeah.
So let me share my screen a bit. Where is my terminal? Let's see, is this it? Yeah. So let me see here. Where am I? So you know what I'm talking about. Can you see my terminal now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I just I copied the game class into Pry. Nothing special. I'm not running anything. So I just copied the game class into Pry to kind of test out. I didn't. Oh, board. Let me see the code here. I always mess up when I try to share only one thing. It's just that I don't want to scare everyone with every single thing I have running on my screen. But it's all right. I'll just share the entire thing. I'll let Jesus look at himself. Okay, so now let me see, where was I with this? Okay, so I think it was yeah. So it was a board.new that I just copied over into my terminal. So let me try this. Is this large enough? right there?
Yes.
Okay. And the only reason I did this is because sometimes, especially with like a simple class, like that's not the simple class. Pretty low. Here, with something like this, it's kind of fun to play with it on the terminal for me, and just to see what it is doing. So like right here, I can see like if I do a .new, it's going to give me a new grid with this amount of rows and this amount of columns. I want to double check if this logic is still right, since we flipped that. And then I see that I have a method here where I can do like insert into column, and I can do the column and the color. And then this, so I just kind of like playing in the terminal. So what I was talking about earlier is, I think this is it, right? Insert into column. And then let me see what the parameters it takes.
Use
Yeah,
the
insert into column and color. Okay. So when you build a new game, let me see your PR here. It was this one, right?
Yes.
So here, somewhere when you join a game, the player gets assigned a color already, so you don't have to specify that, correct? Okay, just so I'm following along. So I'm going to insert into column 1, and I want to insert, what should I be, blue or red? Or green? Yeah, I'll be blue.
Anything. Blue.
Yeah.
It's the important decisions in life. You're supposed to like help me make these. That's the reason I host, so you all can help me make important decisions. Okay, so here's what my brain is telling me. My brain is telling me this is column 1, right? When I see it. So when I do this, and now I can go game, I see it here. So my brain was telling me like, wait, isn't this supposed to be down here? But then I just kept doing this. And no, this is column 1. So my board is kind of flipped, if that makes sense. But this is what we were talking about, I think 2 Hangouts ago, right, Jesus? Where if we think about it this way, it's going to make it much easier for the logic to be implemented. So then I started playing against myself. Anyone else want to play? All right, I'm gonna have Jesus pick out a column. He could be blue. He's got to move ahead of me already.
3.
All right, 3. Jocelyn, you want to pick a move?
Sure, column. How many are there? 5? Column 5, I guess.
7.
Okay,
So
yeah,
column
sure.
5. Let's do red. But I thought it was just neat that with a very simple class, we already kind of have like, if we were just to be playing through the terminal, this wouldn't automatically tell us who's winning, but we would already be able to kind of visualize what's going on, right? So at least for my end, when I can visualize it, it starts getting, it's